Can you do variety content on YouTube? Or do you need to find your niche? Let's talk about it. What's up, guys? Today I am starting a new series, episode number 1. It is called Let's Talk About It. It's a little series where I'm going to sit down and talk one-on-one with you guys to the camera, and we're going to just talk about whatever subject it is that I want to talk about. Today, obviously, as you can see by the title of this video, we are going to be talking about variety content on YouTube. And is it possible to do? Can you be successful doing it? Can you make a living? Whatever your goals are, can you do that with variety content on YouTube, or do you need to find a niche? So this is a topic that I will probably address plenty of times in the future of this channel because number one, it's something that I'm very passionate about. I believe that as content creators, we make better content when we're doing variety content, and I'll touch on that a little bit. And then number two, because I don't really know if there's an answer to this. Ultimately, is there a yes or no answer? Probably not. It probably really depends on the situation for you and ultimately what your goals are with your YouTube channel or your content in general. But I don't know. Let's talk about it. Rule number 1 when it comes to marketing or any sort of branding, advertising, is you need to know your audience. Everybody's going to tell you you need to know your audience when it comes to marketing or branding of any sort. And you're going to see that. If you stumbled upon this video, then you probably are looking around for some tips and tricks on how to be successful on YouTube. And I guarantee you, every single video that you watch is going to tell you to find your audience or know your audience. So if you have a niche channel, it's a lot easier to find your audience, and that's why they tell you that. They tell you to find your niche, and that's because you're gonna have an easier time finding your audience, targeting that audience, and then delivering them ultimately the content that they want to see. So if you have a variety channel, how do you really find your audience? It's a lot more tricky, that's for sure, and it might even result in having a smaller audience. But a smaller audience is not always a bad thing. If you have a small, dedicated group of people who watch your videos and support you and buy your merch and sign up to your mailing list and whatever it is that you're trying to get them to do, it can be a lot more successful than if you have a huge audience that doesn't even watch you. Something that you guys might notice is if you subscribe to somebody, or maybe you subscribed to somebody a long time ago and they used to do a specific type of niche content, and then they venture out into maybe vlogging or doing something else, something entirely different from what they were doing when you subscribed to them, you might see their view count dramatically fall. Or also when you have a viral video, maybe somebody has a few viral videos and they get a ton of momentum off those viral videos, they get a bunch of subscribers, and then their average video views is, maybe a couple hundred. But they've got a couple 100,000 subscribers, but their average videos aren't getting anywhere near that amount of views. Well, that might be because they decided to venture out away from that niche that huge audience came and subscribed to them for. So you can see the problem. I'm going to talk a little bit about something that I know a little bit more about, and that would be Twitch. If you guys don't know, Twitch is a streaming platform primarily used by video game players, but there's also IRL streams, the cooking streams, ASMR, all kinds of different things on there, but it's live streaming. You have two categories of streamers. You've got the niche streamer who pretty much primarily plays one game, and his whole audience is watching, his or her whole audience is watching for that particular game. That's their niche. And then number two, you've got variety streamers. Variety streamers play all kinds of different games. One thing that you'll notice, or at least I have, about variety versus niche streamers is the big name streamers primarily are more niche orientated. even some of the bigger ones like Shroud, who do venture into multiple games, they're all pretty much first-person shooter games. So he's got that niche of highly skilled PC first-person shooters, okay? So it's a little bit wider than one game, but it's still a niche. And variety streamers, they might jump around from Mario to other classic games, to brand new releases, to playing story mode, walkthroughs, to playing Fortnite. And those variety streamers typically don't get as many views as the large niche streamers. And that's ultimately because there's some days that they're playing games people don't really want to watch, or large numbers of people don't really watch. Obviously, people that are playing Fortnite are going to get the most views naturally because the most people on the platform are watching Fortnite right now. So you get the point as to what I'm saying. You could apply that to YouTube. If you have a niche audience, that large audience of people that's interested in the content that you're making is going to be a little bit more eager to subscribe to you and come back and watch all your videos. Whereas if you're doing variety content, they might be a little bit more apprehensive about subscribing to your channel because they might be like, oh, well, he does vlogging, he does music, he talks to the camera sometimes. Well, I'm only really interested in beats, so I'm not going to subscribe. Maybe I'll come check him out later, maybe I won't. And that's kind of the dilemma that you're going to find if you do variety content on YouTube. Another point that I think it's extremely important to make is, in my opinion, variety content is better for the creator but worse for the consumer. So what do I mean by that? It's better for the creator and worse for the consumer. Well, as content creators, we are expected to be genuine. Rightfully so. Again, we make the best content when we are being genuine. So what's that matter here when I'm talking about niche content versus variety content? As content creators, we spend the majority of our lives doing things other than the content that we are creating. So if you're a video game YouTube channel, you're not going to spend your entire life playing video games. There's going to be time where you're eating, where you're sleeping, where you're socializing, where you're cooking, where you're doing all these different things. Sometimes you might even have a hobby or a passion aside from video games that's not being displayed on your YouTube channel. Your favorite makeup artist might have a passion for playing the guitar when he or she is not on camera doing makeup. Someone like me might be passionate about filmmaking, movies, has a family, likes making beats, passionate about inspiring people. So I've got a lot of different things that I like to do. So if I have one niche on this YouTube channel, you're only going to get a very small piece of the pie as to who I am as a person. So if I'm being genuine with you guys and being personal and sharing more of my life with you, it's going to come in a more variety content form. The way I personally feel about it is at the end of the day, we are our own brand and nobody can recreate you. This water, there's a million different bottled water companies. People can recreate water. They can recreate a water bottle, stick their label on it, brand it, sell it, make money. So what do you need to do as your own brand that nobody can recreate? You need to find a way to channel what it is that you love and then turn that passion into a monetizable asset, stick your label on it, and then run with it. Bring the people in with your content and make them stay for you. That's my advice. Now, another tip that I have and that I'll be doing for this channel is creating series, different series of content. Find a way to categorize your variety content so it's not all over the place. Because if you're doing a vlog one day, a music video another day, video gaming another day, cooking another day, makeup one day, you're doing all these different things, it's going to be a big jumble, a big mess. And if somebody is coming to your channel and ultimately looking over your channel, deciding if they want to subscribe, that might turn them off and that might ultimately turn them away from your channel. You're going to want to create different series. So like for me, I've got my Making a Beat series. I've got vlogs that I do, And then now today, this is episode 1 of Let's Talk About It. It's another series. So it's a way that I can channel my variety content, categorize it, put it into a concise space, and then ultimately, number 2, put those series into specific playlists on your YouTube channel. And that's going to be a place where everything is stored. So if somebody's passing over your channel, there's a place where they can go and see your content in a specific place and find it all, and it's not just one big mess. Okay? Another tip that I've got for you guys is to make searchable content. So what do I mean by making searchable content? You're going to be making all these different varieties of content. Some of it's not going to be very searchable content. If you go to a bigger channel that occasionally will do IRL or vlog style content, you'll notice that the vlogs usually get way less views than their niche content. Say they're a tech reviewer and they might do a vlog if they go to a convention. It's going to get way less views than that niche content. Why is that? Because what are people searching for on YouTube? People are searching how-tos, tutorials. They're asking questions into YouTube. The point is, it's searchable content. If the title of your video is vlog number 1, nobody's gonna really find you from the search. Try to make a video every week, or implement videos that are searchable, because that's gonna be what's gonna bring traffic to your channel, and then hopefully you can get them to stay at your channel and watch your variety content. So that leads me to my next point. Ride the wave. Ride that wave of traffic. If you do get a trending video, or a video that happens to go viral in any way, so maybe your average video views are in the 20s, the 10s, you're just getting started, and then you happen to get a video that gets a couple hundred views. Ride that wave of traffic. It's extremely important to ride that wave of traffic when you're doing variety content. Try to follow up with that audience that came to your channel. Don't entirely abandon your variety content. That's not what I'm saying. But maybe tailor your next video, or maybe your next couple videos, to that huge wave of an audience that just found your channel. Give them what they want. After all, you made that video for a reason, right? You didn't just make it to get views, hopefully. You made it because you're being genuine and it's something you wanted to do. So it's not going to be that big of a deal for you to make a few more videos similar, because you're still doing something you want to do. See what I'm saying? Also, if you get a large amount of views to your channel, don't decide to make that your 2-week vacation. Go hard, man. Go hard. If you get some views going on your channel, put out more content. Ride that wave of an audience that's watching your channel. That's it. I'm done, guys. I've said what I've had to say. I've given some good advice. This is a series that's not really meant to be about advice. Occasionally I will be giving advice. My ultimate goals for this channel is to inspire, to innovate, and to impact. If I'm going to inspire you guys, innovate the way that I deliver my message, and impact you to ultimately go do whatever it is you want to do, sometimes it's going to involve me giving you some tips and tricks. Tips, advice, it's a great way to inspire people. So, if you like the video, hit the thumbs up. If you like the content, subscribe. Click that subscribe button down below. I make a video every 3 days, so at the time that you're watching this video, I will have made an entirely new video in 3 days. If you have any channels that you guys are large fans of, because I don't really know any variety channels, leave me a comment down below in the section. Leave their name. I would love to check them out, especially if they're a variety channel. If you're watching this video because you want to start a variety channel, go for it, man. Take that leap of faith. Leave your channel down below in the comments section. I'll come check it out. Like I said, I want to see some cool variety content. I challenge you to make some variety content. Step outside your box and make something new. But make sure it's genuine. Do what you love. That's it. I'm done rambling. I'm done. Thanks, guys, for watching the video. Peace out.